Uncensored, unedited, and almost uninterrupted. Get ready for the most extra podcast known to man. The Ace and TJ Show presents the Extra Funny Podcast.
All right. To use an overly used phrase, euphemism, I guess, I've been chomping at the bit to get to Extra Funny today to discuss this issue that Rob says they're having at Disney World. And nobody else has been able to find it in the news.
I saw it on TikTok. Let me go find it. You can explain it a little bit real quick.
Rob said that they're it's either Disney World or Disneyland. They're having issues with people pooping themselves while they're waiting in line for the ride.
It's Disney World because I remember. Okay, I remember. I sent it to Meredith because Meredith is going next month, and I was like, "Look what you get to deal with."
So that it's really happening?
Yeah. It says, hold on.
According to the TikTok?
Yeah. It says people are pooping in the lines of Disney attractions, like because they don't want to wait. And they said that what's that Avatar ride there? The flight, whatever.
Yep.
That they had to rebuild the queue, the line.
Oh God.
To put a bathroom midway because there were so many issues with this.
Okay, so then this is, am I right though in assuming this is because people are in line so long, they can't get out of the line to go to the bathroom, so they just poop where they are.
Yes.
Thus the reason to add a restroom.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way you can't get out of the line to go take a dump. We've been to Disney World too many times, and there's always a way you can get out of the line. Now, you may not be able to get back into where your position was, but if you're going to stand there at Disney World and shit your pants and say it's because I couldn't get out of line, it means you didn't want to get out of line.
Well, what am I supposed to do though? If I'm gonna, I've been waiting an hour and a half, 2 hours. I still have another hour to go to wait to ride this ride, and if I leave, I'm going to lose that space and not, and the 3 hour clock starts all over again.
Yeah, but
I'm pooping my pants.
Shit your pants should be the last resort. I mean,
all right. So it started on Reddit. Somebody said, "I'm in the queue." Sorry for the Rise of the something Star Wars or whatever.
Yeah.
And the reason that Rob is saying that is because queue is a European term for line, and we. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway,
so people are standing in line.
It says someone let their kid take a dump on the floor and then they just walked out and left it. WTF. And then someone who responded who works at Disney World, supposedly, and says, for the skeptics, this actually happened. Fun fact, that was one of 3 shit-related incidents at Rise today. Less fun fact.
Oh, my God, Mickey.
And they said, less fun fact, I was here for all 3 of them.
Yeah. You can't even see garbage being taken out at Disney. They supposedly have that underground garbage tunnel system, so guests don't even have to see garbage or trash. But why would you let your kid shit in the line and then get out of it?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Why? You've already done the damage. Then you might as
unless
well,
the kid
go
says,
with it.
I got to go to the bathroom, and the parent says, hell no, man. We've been here 2 hours. We've got 45 minutes to go. We're not getting out of this line now. You got to hold it. And then the kid can't hold it.
What is the limit for the average person at Disney World to ride something that they really want to ride?
I don't know if there is one.
That?
I remember the last time I was there with you guys, the line for the Avatar ride was 3 or 4 hours long.
Dude, I go back to when that time I was at Universal Studios, and I didn't know it. It just so happened that we were at Universal Studios, and one of the days we were there was the day they opened the new Harry Potter ride. And we went and got in line, and I asked the guy, I said, it was toward the end of the day. I said, wait, just ballpark, how long are we looking at? He said, from here's about 4.5 hours. God. And I was like, 4.5 hours? And he said, yes. And I lied to my son and told him we had to go.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Because I wasn't waiting 4.5 hours to ride. I just couldn't do it. I could not wait.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I was not waiting 4.5 hours to ride a ride. I kind of lied to him and then bribed him.
That's fine.
The fact that they had to build a restroom in the line of this Avatar ride because it was happening so often. And they even said it wasn't just kids, it was adults doing it too.
Yeah, that's what I automatically assume.
Yeah.
First of all,
adults.
That's worst case scenario, shitting in the line, but second worst case scenario is just having to shit at Disney World in general.
Exactly.
figure it out before, like, I don't know, how many times have we gone? Have you guys ever shit at Disney World? No. Never. I know you haven't.
Well,
These are normal people.
I would try to get on a bus and get back to the hotel
Yeah,
if it hit me, all of a sudden.
And
That would be, you're right, a nightmare just to have to poop at Disney World.
but do you
somewhere.
think maybe they go to lunch and they overeat or something, or they just eat? They just had lunch, then they go get in this line, and 2 hours later it hits them. 3 hours later, whatever it might be.
I'm a little more sympathetic because it was a kid. I didn't know that at the beginning of the story, that it was a kid. But he's saying that it's happened
adults.
to adults too. You should be arrested
I mean, you should be.
if you poop on the floor inside. I mean,
And if you do poop inside while you're, in the line area, it should be obvious that you were trying to get away and didn't make
yeah,
it.
right.
You're just standing in one spot and saying, "Oh well, I'm not getting out of line.
Standing.
I'm about to get on Soarin'. I want to smell those oranges."
By the way,
So I just looked it up. According to this website that it linked me to, the average wait time to ride the Avatar ride, average wait time is 92 minutes. The longest people have ever waited is 345 minutes.
I don't even know where the hell that Avatar ride is.
it was in the Animal Kingdom area, I think, or whatever.
Yeah, it's at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
It's like a whole section over there.
Yeah.
I've never ridden it. Yeah, by the way, 345 minutes is almost 6 hours. It's 5 hours and 45 minutes.
Man,
I'm not waiting 5 hours and 45 minutes to ride any ride.
there could be no line, and it could be, reviewed as the greatest adventure ride in history, and my kids wouldn't be allowed to ride it when they were little.
No.
Because I don't want that environmentalist indoctrination shit in their heads.
When I went to Reddit to try and find out more information, someone also listed their best places to poop at Disney World. So
I think I would rather poop my pants in line waiting to get on the rock and roller coaster than have to ride the Avatar ride without waiting.
Just out of curiosity, where is the best place to poop at Disney?
well, it was a 9-year-old article. It led me to nowhere, unfortunately. But
Pirates of the Caribbean.
yeah, in your effing hotel room. Freak.
although somebody in the comments did say the bathroom at Tomorrowland Noodle Station and the one behind the Japanese restaurant at the Japan Pavilion.
Thanks a lot. The Japanese place, like,
Yeah.
what the hell? Working at the Noodle Bowl, they're like, they're telling everybody to come shit over here. What are we gonna do about that?
Bad enough we have to fake this accent to make it seem like we're really from Japan.
Yeah. Konnichiwa. You're not taking a shit, are you?
Knowing I'm
No. I love the noodles. Bullshit. You're just here to poop.
that's like worse than a bad Yelp review.
Yeah. It's a fabulous. I mean, what kind of person?
this is the best place to poop.
Because it's private, I guess, or if
They're
there's some.
very secluded and scarcely used. It says.
Okay.
It,
All
did,
right, then
it
that
does
makes
say
sense.
though that the Noodle Station one isn't very clean.
Well, not after they've been telling people to go.
Yeah.
They can't keep up with it.
Well,
There's a
how is
line.
that the best place if it's not very clean?
they're just concerned about occupancy.
Oh,
rather
wait
than-
times. Okay.
Privacy and kind of.
I'm telling you, man, people have no manners or sense of what they're supposed to be like in public. It's just, I got a shit, I'll do it right here. I'm not getting out of line. I waited long enough. I'm not putting myself through this. I deserve this after waiting this long, and I'm going to wait another hour with shitty pants.
So if the average is 92 minutes, it's just over an hour and a half. That doesn't seem like that seems
That's
like a long
nothing.
time to wait, but that doesn't seem terribly long, for that something like that. Man, waiting 92 minutes for rides.
Yeah, I'm not doing it, but it's not nearly as bad as 3 hours or whatever you were saying.
Yeah, we didn't wait. We didn't ride that ride.
God. And then what do the rest of the people in your party say? Because I mean, you're not at Disney World alone. You got people with you.
Yeah.
What are they saying? You pooped in your pants.
And where does it
Where does it go?
No, for
Oh.
example, if you're waiting, if it's say it's a 2 hour and 15 minute wait, does it happen an hour in? Does it happen 2 hours in? So for 15, 20, 45 minutes, I've got to stand here with you talking, with knowing that you, because I can tell that it's happened, and then we've all still got to go get on this ride.
I think I still may have a little shred of faith in the public that they wouldn't stand there with poop in their pants and wait another hour and then get on the ride with it.
You would hope.
Surely it would be something that they thought they could hold and then they couldn't, and then they got out of line to go clean up or something. Now, I know that that's not the case with all of them. I know there's some self-centered people that are entitled and would stand there and say, I deserve to be able to poop my pants if I want, and to hell with whoever's around me. But Disney has to step in at that point and say, excuse me, ma'am, you've pooped your pants, and I know it's okay for you. If you want to stand here with that on you, it doesn't bother you, but it's bothering the other guests, so we're going to have to escort you out with this long stick.
But I mean, kudos to Disney for realizing, okay, wait a minute, we've got to do something here. Let's put a bathroom in halfway at the halfway marker on this.
Damn it.
It becomes such a problem.
Shit on the floors again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they raised the ticket prices, and now I got to pay because somebody shit their pants.
Yeah.
I got to pay extra, like I'm ever going to Disney World again. But still, if I still went to Disney World, I'd be thinking that. They had to pay for this bathroom.
Kimberly said, I love y'all, the whole Disney conversation, LMAO. How disgusting. And I wouldn't wait longer than 30 minutes for a ride. Well, Kimberly, you're not riding anything at Disney World.
Minimum 45.
Yeah, you ain't
on
riding.
And that's on the old shit, like,
Yeah.
stuff that nobody even wants to ride anymore.
Unless you get the fast pass or something. So you got to, those are things you've got to work out in advance. Like the Avatar ride. You've got to plan ahead. Like, okay, Tuesday's Avatar ride day. Park opens at 8. We've got to be there at 6:45. And then you'll have probably the 45 minute wait because somebody got there at 5 o'clock to make sure that's the first thing that they ride so they can move on.
Yeah, when that Star Wars ride was brand new, it was the last time that we were at Disney. And it was maybe 3 days. Got a text from her college saying, we're not going to start classes after spring break because, whatever. But it was a lottery kind of thing to ride that Star Wars ride. We were at another place in the park and had to start texting a certain number to try to get in. That's crazy. And get a spot, and it would tell you when to come back because you had a reservation at that point. And it was like somehow we lucked up and my daughter got in fast, and it was 40 minutes until it was our turn to ride at that thing, and it was way across the other side of the park. So we had to get out of the line that we were in for whatever ride that was, and then pretty much run all the way to the other side of the park, which was hard to do because I'd already shit my pants. That other line that we were in.
Funnier than your average podcast. This is the Extra Funny Podcast, presented by Neogenics. Find out more about Neogenics at acetj.com/Neogenics. More Extra Funny podcasts next.
More of the Extra Funny Podcast is coming up on Ace TJ TV.
Hey, let's talk about pain for just a second. If you've been told that you have a torn rotator cuff or your knee is bone to bone or you need a hip replacement, that's going to be the only option that you have, or some sort of a bulging disc in your low back and you're looking for an alternative to surgery with no medications and no downtime, well, these are specific reasons why so many people have turned to our friends at Neogenics. The professionals, the doctors at Neogenics have life-changing stem cell therapy waiting for you.
We're talking about getting rid of that nagging pain without surgery, without downtime. And the best part about it is they've got a 90% success rate because they do things the right way every day. And it all starts with a realistic assessment of whether or not they believe they can help you. Here's what you do. You get a free consultation right now. Just call 704-727-6551. 704-727-6551 or go to acetj.com/Neogenics. That's acetj.com/Neogenics, where all you have to lose is pain.
Papa John's garlic saucepans, we made the Garlic Epic Stuffed Crust Pizza just for you, with that garlic flavor.
In it, on it, with it.
But you wanted more heat, so now you can get it in spicy. Get a one topping for $13.99, only at Papa John's.
Hey, it's Ace, and if you've ever thought, man, I wish I could take the Ace and TJ show with me 24/7, well, you can. Thanks to the Ace and TJ app. This is it right here. You see, once you've got the Ace and TJ app, there's Ace and TJ Prime, Ace TJ Prime Plus, and just keep scrolling. You can hear the Ace and TJ show every day. You get the Extra Funny podcast. You get so much more 24/7. The Ace and TJ show, all the podcasts, plus you can even order from Papa John's right there, and so much more. We have all kinds of great special things included in the Ace and TJ app. So to get the Ace and TJ app, all you have to do is go to your app store and just search for Ace and TJ. It's free. Download the Ace and TJ app today and see all the incredible stuff that our app can do. And again, it's absolutely free. Just go to your app store, search for Ace and TJ, download the app today, and take us with you 24/7, anywhere and everywhere. Never miss a minute of the Ace and TJ show with the Ace and TJ app.
When it comes to buying or selling a house, you know, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team. The official transportation company for the Ace and TJ show is Rose Transportation. They are fantastic. Whenever you need chauffeured transportation, you just go to riderose.com. That's riderose.com. It's Rose Transportation.
You've heard the expression that you can't have it all, but you can. You can have great food, great drinks, great atmosphere, and great service at one place. Fahrenheit in Charlotte, 21 stories above the city on South Caldwell. Get details and make reservations at FahrenheitCharlotte.com.
This is the only time Ace and TJ are proud to be a little bit extra. It's the Extra Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
There was a scary situation in, I know this is supposed to be funny and all because it's extra funny, but this was a real scary situation in the news in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. You notice it is Murfreesboro, not Murfreesboro. A lot of people make that mistake, but be that as it may, some people looked out and parked on the street in front of a building in Murfreesboro was this car with a bomb attached to it.
Oh.
What?
So they called the police. Police got there. They called the bomb squad. They evacuated everybody from over there, moved them way across the street to, waited out to see until the bomb squad got it diffused and all of that stuff. And there was a guy that was waiting on that side with all of the evacuees and all of the onlookers. And they said, I wonder whose car that is. After they've been standing there for a long time, this guy goes, oh, that's my car. And, oh, y'all think my car got a bomb on it? No. That's just a contraption that I created. It's like a dent guard so people don't ding my doors.
Yeah.
So he's
That's
got
pretty
these padded things on the side of his doors. Looks like a Camry or a Hyundai or something like that. And
I can see that.
And he's got them attached to the side of his car with suction cups, and they're wrapped in material and duct tape, or these little straps that look like duct tape. And then he's got a wire that holds them together, and he runs that through his door handle to keep people from stealing them. And they saw the wire hanging out. They saw the things on the side of the car, and it looked like it could be a bomb. But he was standing over there, not even realizing why he had been evacuated and what the danger was. And then all of a sudden he said, "Oh, you're talking about my car? No, it's not a bomb."
That's a lot of things to go through to make sure people aren't dinging it and stealing it. I mean, he's got a lot of stuff on his car.
Yeah, I mean, but if you've got a ding protector, you wouldn't want somebody to steal it. You got to figure out a way to keep people from just running off with it.
Right.
But I don't know. Would you put it right there underneath the door handles? Wouldn't you put it down a little bit lower on the door to keep from dinging?
Yeah, where are they typically? They're like halfway down the door.
Just under the door handle. It seems like where the door would arch or something a little bit. Somebody dinged him. I noticed on mine yesterday, there's a ding right by the door handle. Or somebody hit it or something.
Well, then maybe it does need to be there by the door handles.
I think it's kind of right underneath, just at the bottom of the door handle. Could have been me.
Could have been me
Might have been me.
standing there with you. I've never been to Murfreesboro, except I've driven through it, but I've never been there. Ace, I know you went for a concert or something one time. Rod Stewart.
Middle Tennessee State University.
When we lived in Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah,
not far from Murfreesboro.
Yeah, that's where we were coming out of the concert, and the venue is built on it's at the top of a hill. Like it all four sides comes up, and it sits on top of this hill, and they have stairs that go up on each corner. And as we were walking out following the Rod Stewart concert, we're about halfway down the stairs, and some guy comes, I mean, racing by us down the hill, followed by a cop. And the guy was dropping T-shirts along the way, so apparently he was he's up there selling counterfeit T-shirts, and the cops trying to run him down.
Nice.
Like, you get a free T-shirt real quick.
You get the old Rod Stewart T-shirt.
It doesn't need to be the best quality.
Step right up.
We were walking out of that festival the other night. The guys are standing out there at the back, right outside the entrance. $10 T-shirts, everybody. $10 T-shirts. All the bands listed. $10 T-shirts. I'm like, that T-shirt was $60 inside. What are you talking about?
Hey, if it's soft, I don't care.
Yeah.
You could pay $60 for a T-shirt at a concert, and that shit cuts you when you put it on.
Absolutely.
Thick ass cotton blends. I forgot. My son bought a hoodie, and it was good quality. I felt it at that Avenged Sevenfold concert he went to a few weeks ago, and I forgot what he said he paid for that hoodie. Like $80 or something.
I bet he paid almost $100.
That's some dumb shit.
My son went to see, he's 21, he went to see NF in Greensboro, who he loves for whatever reason. And shockingly, NF apparently packed the place.
He's good.
But he came back, and I saw him the next 3 days in a row, and every day he had something different on. I was like, hey, man, you're like,
How much did you spend on
it's
merch?
your money, because nobody gave you the money. It's up to you, but what are you doing? You got a hat one day, a T-shirt one day, a hoodie the next day. It's like, what do you got to make some choices, man.
It's ridiculous how much all that stuff cost. And it was costing a lot like that before Biden inflation. I mean, it was before that. They were charging out the ass for merch at these places.
There was a day though. $20 ticket and a $20 T-shirt. Done. Now, a lot of times, though, I just had the money for the ticket, not the T-shirt.
Yeah.
But you would save up money. The concert T-shirt was a very important thing. And I wish I had a ton of them. I don't know whatever happened to them.
I think that that it was $500 a person to for a ticket to go backstage and meet Jelly Roll's wife.
What?
I think it was that's what somebody told me, and they had no reason to be lying. They may have been mistaken, but I don't think they were lying.
Not even meeting Jelly Roll?
No, this is his wife, and because his wife has her own following and stuff. She has a successful podcast and all this stuff, but still, I don't care. Like, I might pay $500 to go backstage and have a meet and greet with my deceased grandfather, but I don't know. Nowadays, I don't know. Papa might not want me spending that money.
Yeah.
He'd be, oh, Richie boy, don't waste that money. And, you'll see me soon.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what do you know, Papa?
Soon.
What do you know?
What the
But
hell?
I don't know. But yeah, I cannot imagine having, spending that money, that kind of money to meet any celebrity.
Is she a star on her own?
She has a big following on her podcast and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
She's big. She comes up on my TikTok every once in a while.
Oh, I bet she does when you're looking for tatted up, huge titted woman. Oh, look who just showed up when I searched for huge boobs on a tatted woman.
How does that keep happening over
my
and
gosh.
over?
Yeah,
Somebody
she's on
stop
my
it.
dick, doc.
She keeps popping up.
Oh no, not again.
Oh yeah, there it is. What's happening?
I think she may have some conversations of a sexual nature from time to time
I believe that is correct.
on her podcast.
Really? Is she a porn star?
No, but I think she was in the sex industry.
Okay.
I thought she
There's a,
was she a hooker.
I said that one day because that's what I thought the case was, and then my wife told me that it was a little bit different than just being a hooker. But I didn't say hooker. I said prostitute in Vegas or something. But and then again, I said I didn't know for sure. But I think that she's been in that industry.
Yeah, when she first connected with Jelly Roll, she was working as a high-end escort in Las
that's what
Vegas.
it was. Yeah, escort.
Back in 2019, the Dumb Blonde podcast came into existence and has now gathered more than 170,000 Instagram followers. Mm-hmm. So she used to be an escort. Did she get saved with him, or is that a together thing, or was he first or her, or what?
I'm not sure. You talking about saved as in from drugs and all of that, or dedicated your life back to the Lord?
Dedicated your life back to the Lord.
I'm not sure. When, but she completely quit doing any kind of drugs or anything when he got custody of his daughter.
Oh wow, really? That's
yes, it's very redeeming quality about her.
Absolutely.
Is that she said that all they used to do when they were together is they just get high all the time and drunk and party it up. But there was a situation with his daughter's mom where she was, had fallen on a worse time than what they were doing. But she said, how am I supposed to take, responsibility for a kid if I'm high all the time? I'm not going to be a good stepmom or mom to this child. So she quit.
That's a great story.
She quit. Way before he did. He quit anything. He still smokes weed.
Mm-hmm. Well, who don't? No, hell, everybody does.
But she doesn't even do that, I don't think.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna start smoking.
And I think they're allowed to have the pleasures of the flesh with other people outside their marriage.
Both of them are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is she still working as an escort?
No.
I was about to say maybe that's why it was so expensive.
Yeah, she's working on escorting his ass to the bank all the time.
No, it was only women that were paying to go, that were in line to go see her. It's a women thing.
I've seen her come up on TikTok a couple of times, and she's a big deal to his fans, and they're female.
Mm-hmm. Jody loves her.
Yeah, she's a really big deal, and she apparently doesn't hold back. She's it's very graphic and.
Yeah,
she'll tell people, I don't give a shit about your opinion or whatever. Because I've seen the ones I've seen, she's responding to people saying just. But again, she's responding to people saying just really being crappy people to her. I don't care what you're doing. There's no reason to just send somebody you don't know a message about, whatever, being mean.
Yeah, her name's Bunny.
Bunny XO.
Yeah, from what I've seen, she seems like a really good person.
So, Rob, you are turned on by her, and that's why you search her on the internets.
I mean, I don't necessarily search her, but she does come up.
Mm-hmm.
What else comes up?
She's pretty.
It sounds like he'd be talking to Meredith. Meredith, look. Now I will say, I don't necessarily search her, but she does pop up.
Look at my search,
and I can't help it.
I have not typed in her name.
I cannot help it.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast. More next. It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. More of the Extra Funny Podcast in 3 minutes.
Coming up after 10 on Ace TJ TV. It's The Meaningful Meeting. Watch live or on demand anytime on Ace TJ TV.
Today, every company is a technology company. No matter what type of business you're doing, you are a technology company in some fashion. But becoming a fully enabled digital workplace is not easy. That's why you should let CompuCom guide you. CompuCom is a proven leader in managed IT services. They deliver innovative solutions designed for how you work today and, most importantly, for how that will transform tomorrow. They help you deliver results. Just go to CompuCom.com for details. That's CompuCom.com.
Papa John's garlic sauce fans, we made the garlic epic stuffed crust pizza just for you with that garlic flavor.
In it, on it, with it.
But you wanted more heat, so now you can get it in spicy. Get a one topping for $13.99 only at Papa John's.
Hey, let's talk about pain for just a second. If you've been told that you have a torn rotator cuff or your knee is bone to bone or you need a hip replacement, that's going to be the only option that you have, or some sort of a bulging disc in your low back and you're looking for an alternative to surgery with no medications and no downtime, well, these are specific reasons why so many people have turned to our friends at Neogenics. The professionals, the doctors at Neogenics have life-changing stem cell therapy waiting for you.
We're talking about getting rid of that nagging pain without surgery, without downtime. And the best part about it is they've got a 90% success rate because they do things the right way every day. And it all starts with a realistic assessment of whether or not they believe they can help you. Here's what you do. You get a free consultation right now. Just call 704-727-6551, 704-727-6551, or go to acetj.com/neogenics. That's acetj.com/neogenics, where all you have to lose is pain.
Hey, it's Ace from the Ace and TJ Show, and I'm out here at beautiful Northstone Country Club in Huntersville, North Carolina. Just getting ready, getting some practice in for the Ace and TJ Jet Fitness 24/7 golf tournament. It happens Monday, November 13th, and it's all to benefit our charity, Peyton's Promise. Look, it's a day off from work. It's one round of golf for a great charity, and in the process, you're going to have a great time. In addition to golf, we've got the long drive competition. We've got putting for Peyton, so give me 1 second here. Well, I can't win anyway. You see why I need to practice. Go to acetj.com/golf to get signed up. It's acetj.com/golf. We need you. Peyton's Promise needs you. And your one round of golf could change somebody's life forever. acetj.com/golf for the Ace and TJ Jet Fitness 24/7 golf tournament, Monday, November 13th.
Neogenics presents the Extra Funny Podcast. Find out more about Neogenics at acetj.com/neogenics. Now, Ace and TJ.
All right, there's a product recall. Going to make sure that you're safe out there, especially this one's product mostly used by the Wheemans. Now, most of the time I wouldn't pay attention to this because it's a product from the UK, but now since so many people are have started ordering things from the internet over the past few months, things come from other countries right to your front door. All right, so you need to go check in your, I guess you would be in your bathroom or your bedroom where you would keep this. It is So Divine's Vibrating Pearl Love Egg with batch code BN2303.
Slow down.
If you have that, BN2303, there has been a recall on it due to an internal fault that may pose a situation for burns, a burn risk to the customer.
Ooh, and that would be a burn.
Yep. It says if you've bought an affected product, please do not use it. Instead, return it to the store where you purchased it for a full refund. The Vibrating Pearl Love Egg sold for about $32 and was marketed as a, quote, game changer when it comes to pleasure and intimacy, end quote.
Is it it's not an internal one, right? Like, because that would be even worse, right? Like if it was
it would be, yeah, I guess that would be worse, yeah. But I said when I say internal, that's where the problem is in the product, on the inside part of it, the wiring of it, yeah. Right.
But I'm saying, like, if it was used.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
All right, well, okay.
Yeah.
Rob sounded like he said, I don't know
what I'm talking about is when she takes it. turns it on, but then puts it all the way up in there.
Is it for external or internal?
And how internal? Does it have to have one of them safety ropes on it? Like on a treadmill?
Yeah, like a jet ski key.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, please check your love eggs. That's terrible. I mean, that's like
I
a
know.
grenade inside or wherever.
Yeah.
It gets hot enough to burn you. That's awful.
Yeah, I don't know if that it is that, for that use of in that manner.
Okay.
That it could be, completely, but still be painful, externally used.
Yeah. It gets super hot.
And could shock you.
It's like those battery
So,
banks.
all right, it's $32. If you're a woman, are you taking it in for the recall and getting it replaced, or are you just saying, I'm not dealing with that? I'm not going to go in there and make a deal out of it.
I'm going to eat the $32
Well, you went in there and bought it.
and then used it. I'm surprised they would take it back. I mean, just show
Well,
us
they
your
have
receipt.
to.
They
if
have
it's a
to.
recall.
It's defective. You can't use it anymore.
Yeah, but I figured like you could just show them the receipt. Like, do you want me how would you like you want to hand this over?
And it may be store credit.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
You got to put it in a box.
Having to go through there and go, all right, how much was that? $32. So I got to get, all right, so this is 23. I need something else. Because I'm not spending any more than I came in here with.
Miss Lisa. Miss what is it? Miss who? Is it
It's the So Divine.
so divine?
So Divine is the company. Vibrating Pearl Love Egg.
Oh, did you know that brand also has a Chat GPT pleasure companion?
No.
No, that's not part of the story.
It is. I'm looking at the story.
Not the one I'm looking at.
New York Post.
You're looking at a damn porn site. You're looking at somebody's OnlyFans is what you're looking at.
The Burn Vagina Survivors Club. That's insane. But that's what you get when you start adding electronics to all these things. And you're putting them
Bluetooth
inside your
crap,
body.
You know?
You got to be careful with that stuff.
Yeah, just imagine women finding out that any man has put that much emphasis and attention into a masturbatory aid, where he's got it hooked up through Bluetooth on his phone. Yeah. He's got his, what do they call Turtle Beaches on the headset, the gamer headset. He's having to do all this stuff that they're doing.
And they've got the nerve to call it a toy. It's like there's nothing. I mean, it's like I think toy. I'm thinking you put a Rock'em Sock'em Robots up your ass. This is like it's hardly a toy. It's got Bluetooth and Chat GPT in it. Don't call it a toy. Yeah. You're serious about your endeavors in that world.
It's more
hit the button.
Yeah.
More powerful than your first IBM.
Yeah, really. I mean, it's like the technology to launch the space shuttles now in your ass.
Yeah,
It's like, what happened? Yeah, I don't know. You need Bluetooth. My Bluetooth is. You got to update your ass toy.
I got to update my firmware.
Yeah, that's what's
But
exploding inside.
That's a good price though for a Bluetooth enabled device, isn't it? $32.
Yeah,
It doesn't seem crazy.
you got to connect it to your phone, I guess.
Yeah.
So is that one of those that somebody else controls? If they have it connected
guess
to the
if
phone,
they
you gotta
could.
download the app.
Yeah, that's
Hell yeah.
one of the things where they say it aids in intimacy because somebody else can do it, but nobody else is doing it. These women are sitting there like they're playing Candy Crush on their phone with a sex app.
But what if it got hacked? Like the damn terrorists are controlling your sex toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't that a story a couple weeks ago? Didn't you share a story just like that? Women's sex toys that got hacked.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just a couple weeks ago, he was talking about that.
Yep. That's bad business.
Yeah. You damn right.
You got some guy in Russia, like in a studio apartment, like messing with your sex toy.
And I'm just thinking about, how pissed I was this morning when somebody had logged out of Hulu at the house and I couldn't get back in.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
You thought you were going to watch Modern Family again. I've got news for you.
No more FX programs for you.
You want to see Bosch? Well, good luck.
Freebie my ass.
Wow.
And who you calling for the password on that? You got my passwords on stuff, Regan. You imagine me calling you and asking for the password to my masturbatory
Sex toy? Yeah. Well, when you lost your Hulu password this morning at midnight, I said, that would have been a perfect time to call. I was up.
Yeah. But I'll have to get Jody to give you that one.
Yeah. No, that one's.
I don't have it.
That one stays in your house. That's not my
But
responsibility.
what good is it going to do me though whenever they're asleep and I can't get it?
Well, why don't you write it down?
I started to wake her up.
Put it in your phone
Imagine
somewhere.
just for the story of it. Go in there and woke her up.
I am so sleepy.
What is the password for Hulu? I was just watching it yesterday, and somebody logged me out of it. Now I can't get back in.
Capital J, little O, capital D, exclamation point,
Can you just come up and do it?
underscore, capital R, capital I, little C.
All caps, you're a shithead.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast.